the Trailwalker at lunch. Yeah! Got the Fusion installed in the Trailwalker. Figure it was well overdue to go for a trail run. So took my lunch break to go and hit the trails here at Flat Rock. I'm gonna go do a lap or two and see how it does. This is the 1800 kV Fusion installed into the Element RC ready to run Trailwalker. Other than that, it's completely stock as far as the truck itself goes. I trimmed the body and moved some skid plate stuff around, like the bumpers are flipped and trimmed and some other stuff going on to, I don't know, get the body out of the way. But otherwise, the truck itself is pretty stock servo, stock radio gear. I'm running it off of two 3-cell batteries that are both in there. That way you get through one of them, you can just plug the other one in, and you get the weight of both of the batteries in there, because they're mini 1800 milliamp or 1600 milliamp rather. I think they're 50C 3-cell lipos from Intellect, and it has the stock RTR pinion gear on there as well. So, if you are unfamiliar with the Fusion 2-in-1 setup, it's a F.O.C. brushless motor. F.O.C. stands for Field Orientation Control, and that is a different style of brushless motor, and it basically is a closed loop censored motor that gives you superior low speed throttle control and RPM matching to your throttle. It's a very one-to-one input for throttle application. So you give it 1% throttle increase, you get like 1% of RPM increase. And if you've seen the other videos on any of the axe combos or any of the F.O.C. stuff that we have, it's all this same F.O.C. technology specific to rock crawlers, and it really shines in low speed applications where you're, I mean, even for the high speed rock crawl stuff, I don't want to say it's only for slow crawling, because it works great for medium speed crawling too, but F.O.C. itself, that tech is geared very much towards throttle precision being a key, and rock crawling is definitely the case. But the unique thing about the Fusion is that it is a motor that has a speed control built into it. So we'll pop the body off here in a second and show you all the setup, but one less thing to install and or worry about. And for an RTR upgrade, it's real nice, because a lot of times you kind of take out the motor, wear out your brush motor, or the speed control dies, whatever the case may be, and this is a simple drop-in. It's just a motor and a plug, so it's great. I guess technically it's 2 plugs. Well, Flat Rock, many hours spent out at Flat Rock running trail. And the Element truck, this is the Trailwalker version, so this is their 1.5 wheel. Normally a rock crawler has a 1.9 size wheel. This is a 1.5, so it's a little more true to scale, a 15-inch wheel in 10 scale terms instead of a 19-inch wheel. So you get kind of a little bit more realistic style crawling, a little more scale. It can be a little more difficult to get up certain obstacles, but also a lot more rewarding when you get it. And I've seen some small tire trucks do stuff that the big tire trucks won't do, because the center of gravity and stuff like that. So it's kind of why rock crawling has so many different kinds of vehicles with different driving styles. And Fusion is great for stuff like this. It's not like it's not like super heavy weight, ultra heavy duty, like pushing it to the max all the time type of setup. I got high sided like a rookie. Here, this is a great spot to show the downhill driving. So I'm just going to ease into the throttle and hold it in one spot, and it'll kind of just stay at that RPM to get traction. Run down to the creek, and then we'll get over to the underhang section. Oh, stay down here in the shade, it's a little bit cooler. Alright, so this is what I like to call throttle trim, and I'm just going to bump the throttle trim up, and you'll be able to see just how slow this thing goes. I mean, that's ridiculously so, and it's kind of driving downhill. And this, I mean, this is the radio for the truck. It's gonna sit there and just look at it creep, lug by lug by lug. It's, I mean, it's barely moving. Part of that comes from F.O.C. Part of it comes from this thing's geared all the way down. It's got a, whatever this comes with is a pretty tiny pinion gear, and then with the smaller diameter tires, obviously lowers overall ratio a little bit more. And then the F.O.C. Let's see, find a rock. So normally when you got a system or got a setup that crawls this slow, if you run up against something, it'll stall real bad. This is a decent sized rock we're going to put under there, and it'll just kind of motor over that at the same speed and not slow down or stall or do anything other than chug along at that same RPM. So that's kind of unique to the F.O.C. stuff. You can make other setups kind of run similar, but the stall part of it, where it's just absolute throttle matching, is pretty hard to recreate. Nothing more exciting than watching a truck drive along super slow, right? I think this might be the same way that we went last time with the other rig, so maybe this will be a good comparison. I don't really remember. So this, we just got over some forest fires up here in northern California, so there's a lot of ash on all the rocks and kind of everywhere, so it's worse than dust, it feels like. But the rocks have been very slick. That's, oh god, I was very late picking up the throttle, but it just kind of slid down the hill. Not very scary, but I blame ashy rock. Needs a little run like that. And, oh, I missed. Should be able to drive right up this. This is just bad driving. Oh, see, I turned. There we go. And then back it up with some bad cameramanning. Little zest. Oh, fail. Try that again. You got it this time. All in one. Nope. Maybe this time. Oh god. Such a noob. Jeez. This is a very easy section. I'm just making it look difficult. Keep trying to park it on the top all nice and it's blowing the line. gosh. See, that's all you're supposed to do. Just like that. Whew, that was like several minutes stuck in one spot. Stuck in the crack. Say no to crack. We're gonna drive through that again, but come out more to the passenger side. Like that. That way you don't get stuck in the crack. Ooh, underhang. The underhang is over there. Trying to get it so I can get the tire on the rock for the bumper at this weird angle. Because there's a big crevice, it's going to fall into it. That was not it. Yeah, bumper. Let's try over there. I think this is the line. There's an easy line over there. There we go. Just like my favorite spot at Flat Rock, good old underhang. You got to come in at kind of just the right angle so that you can get the front end pass without it shoving the back around. So you can't really go all the way next to the rock, but right next to it, jam it up, and it's gonna body dig the vehicle, pushes the rear end out just to the edge. This guy's nice and narrow. Wide body on a narrow chassis. Oh. Like pushing lugs off. Oh, that might not make it. Turn in, turn in, turn in. Ooh, it's barely staying. Nice. It's gonna make it. Love that. So you come out against the edge, which seems like not the right way, and then you kind of turn it in. Once you get up next to it, let it wedge the body. Oh, it's gonna mash that. Oh, oh. See, too much. See if I can. There's. Try that again. So I was turned in too soon. We're gonna drive it past, so the axle gets past the part of the rock that sticks out on the edge. Get it to turn in, and hopefully, if you do it just right, it'll. Oh. Third time's the charm? How many times is it? And maybe I'm not going to talk about it this time. There we go. There. Ooh, that's way too narrow. I don't think it's gonna make it. Oh, the back's about to fall. It's staying on just barely. That's pretty awesome. It's like trick crawling. Somebody's doing some yard work over there. Or something. Come on! Got it! Oh gosh. Oh, does that count? That doesn't count. Count it. Oh, let her go see where I'm going. Oh, there's a funny little V-wedge over here that we might be able to get to, but highly unlikely. Count it. It's not what I was going for. so close. Thought that was gonna be it. Oh well, I quit. It's too hot. Sitting in the sun, sweating my face off. Oh gosh, it's full underhangs. So scale. terrible driving. Just trying to make it look cool. That's not doable. Oh, high side, you got a little zest. Uh-oh, that's a pivot. Totally did that on purpose. That didn't work. Well, I guess that's going to do it for the flat rack session. We got about, I don't know, half hour, maybe 45 minutes of total drive time. Battery's not even close to dead, of course. And once again, this is the 1800 kV Axe 2-in-1. Let's pop the body off here and take a look at it. All right, so this is pretty much a box stock Element RC Trailwalker RTR. Stock servo, stock receiver, still using the stock radio setup. The only thing I replaced was the motor and the speed control. This is, like I said, the 1800 kV Quicrun Fusion. The speed control's built into the end bell of the motor, so it's a little bit shorter than like the normal Axe 550 size motor, a little bit longer than the Axe 540 size motor, or what is a normal 540 or 550 size motor as well. This is running on a 3-cell 50C 1600 milliamp pack. I got 2 of them in here in case this one dies. I can plug in a second one. Adds a little more weight up front. And this also includes the LED programming box. I have it, you know, in the backpack here, but that plugs into the end of the switch so that you can do any setting changes and stuff like that. And that does come with every single one of the Fusion. So programming stuff is all included in there as well. 1.5-inch wheels and tires. These are, like I said, the stock RTR everything. So not a bad truck at all. I think it does pretty good. I'm gonna probably swap out these wheels and tires at some stage because it's definitely lax in some of the easier spots, but some of that's me. I think 1.5 driving, you know, little wheel stuff is a little different than what I'm used to. If you do have any questions, comments, and or concerns, don't forget to send us an email, northamerica@hobbywing.com. Thanks a lot.